I'm Ryan, and this is episode 19 of Code Geass, the show that a certain amount of people seem convinced that I despise, even though I've loved all but 3 episodes so far. So, think of that whatever you want. And I do usually not engage directly with the people that just tell me I'm wrong about something, however you want to put it, because people can think different things about a show. Doesn't mean either one's right or wrong, just different takes on it. But I do have to take issue with one thing that has been now pushed at me multiple times by people saying I'm too hard on the show, which is that I need to wait until the entire thing is over before I can properly judge any of it. And I have never believed that to be the case about anything. Let me put it this way. If someone watched 10 episodes of Dragon Ball Z and decided it wasn't for them, would you tell them that they needed to see every single of the hundreds of episodes before they make up their minds? So, it's the same approach I really take with anything. If something is for me, as anyone would care to put it, then I tend to be able to tell pretty much right away, and this thing has been for the most part, so I'm just going to keep going with it right now. Oh, always a nice way to start out. Him in pain.
Zero. It's no use. I can't remember anything.
Anything of what?
Where am I?
This could go a few ways. And we already saw him give an order to himself, so he couldn't have been affected by that one, even if it was by accident. So I have no idea where this is going, but I'm into it. And I assume this is going to be cleared up fairly soon, because after everything they set up, having this be the new status quo would be kind of a waste of a lot of stuff. What the hell has she been doing? Really, at this point, I just want a suitably painful end for the Emperor.
Just as I thought. This is another island.
The vegetation and climate are the same as Shikina Island. We can't be that far from it.
There's no way to contact anyone without an
Oh, it's like that one movie.
What's more important right now is to find a source of drinkable water.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's Lee Marvin and Toshiro Mifune on an island together.
It can't be. Excuse me.
Suzaku?
A Black Knight uniform. You mean that you're a... I don't believe it. It's really you?
Is this necessary?
Colin Stuffbelt, I don't believe it. You're
Don't
one of...
call me by that name. Colin Kozuki's my real name. I'm Japanese.
You're kidding. Then you really are.
Yes, I'm a Black Knight. Got it? I'm not going to hide that anymore.
Well then, Colin Kozuki, I'm placing you under arrest for conspiracy and rebellion
Good luck
against
with that.
Britannia.
Contacting Ogi and the others is going to be a chore. Although, I suppose I could pass myself off as an ordinary person and ask the Britannian forces to rescue me.
I see.
Is everyone invited to this place?
You don't know what happened either. When you came to, you found yourself on this island. Is that right?
Huh. So then you're stranded here too, huh? Serves you right. When my people get here, you're the one who'll be a prisoner.
You mean Zero will come to save you?
Without a doubt.
Okay, before he does, tell me one thing. Tell me who he really is.
Why don't you find out for yourself?
Oh, I see. You don't know either.
How did...
I knew it.
You tricked me?
Isn't masking one's identity a bigger fraud? I'm curious.
No.
Why do
No,
you
it's
follow
not.
Zero?
I don't know. Figure it out for yourself.
Lelouch. Lelouch, it's you, isn't it? I haven't told anyone about you, I swear. Please.
This was
before you
unexpected.
shoot, let me at least see your face.
Now we'd be perfectly fine with Yuffie coming out on top in all this.
Lelouch.
Underground probe radar team, move from section D to section F. 5-second silent interval.
Find her! Whatever it takes, find Princess Euphemia! Why couldn't she behave the way of some viceroy figurehead?
So this guy is just a character now, coming out of nowhere last episode.
Oh my! Who would have imagined a floating aircraft carrier?
No one cares what you think.
To gather data before practical application, correct?
Because I'm extremely interested in whatever you create. I needed to see if this could be made real.
And the Hadron cannon?
We wanted to know
And
if
now
the thing
kiss.
worked. I've been looking forward to meeting you, Miss Cecile Crumey. I am...
Prince Schneizel, right here?
You impudent little... How dare you look down upon the second prince of the Empire?
General Bartley! Ah!
Nice one.
You're not...
It's really the best name they could come up with.
Yes,
Schneasel.
Schneisel El Britannia. Please, give me your hand.
Yes?
Yes, she's unworthy. General, you're quite the devoted subject, aren't you? Primarily because the prince is the one who commuted my sentence and saved me from being chained up deep beneath Temple Tower.
I wish you'd stop
No-
thinking of me so formally.
Nice exposition
You've
there.
been a great help to me in this
Very
matter,
natural.
As you were to my brother Clovis. It is I who am grateful to you.
My lord!
Please, Bartley. Now, my lady Cecile, if you'll excuse me.
Your Highness.
Farewell.
You can wait for me at the base, Cecile.
Huh? Where are you going?
Just a little errand. While I'm doing that, I'll use the Avalon to look for Suzaku. It's hard to find devices like that, young man, especially after yesterday's...
I really just care about the island right
Please
now.
wait. Were those orders yesterday issued by the prince?
Silence! You do not want to be in contempt of royalty, do you?
Those orders were mine, Miss Cecile. I also fired the Hadron. Even in a situation like that, priorities mustn't be forgotten. Besides, if something anomalous happened, we would have still been able to rescue him. That's what I gambled on. He is, after all, Suzaku Kururuki, ace pilot of a special...
I hope there's a lot more of this with the general like getting upset about people not showing respect, but then the prince doesn't care at all about it.
Punishment you decree.
Nonsense. It's my fault for not protecting my subordinates. Can you ever forgive me? When did you figure it out?
Back during the hotel jacking.
I see. At that time, I said too much without thinking.
This is like
Still, I wasn't
romance with a
convinced
double
you
bass
could-
all of a sudden.
I'm naive as well. Even so, why didn't you discuss it with Cornelia?
I didn't because my sister never listens to me. Besides that,
See, this is how you do fan
things
service.
are depressing enough as they are. Nonnally,
There's no humiliation going on.
She's living with me, but she's still blind and crippled.
the hatred you must feel for us.
I only want to find out one thing. Do you know anything about the circumstance in which my mother was murdered?
I'm sorry. It seems my sisters investigated it extensively, though. Cornelia thought a lot of Lady Marianne and really looked up to her. May I ask you something now? Are you Zero? Or are you...
I'm Lelouch. Yeah. Right here and now I'm Lelouch, the brother that you know, Yuffie.
Oh, Lelouch.
More of pretending there has to be a difference when there doesn't.
I believe feeling relieved has made me hungry. Are you sure that this will work?
From the paw prints and droppings, I can tell that wild animals use this path. I plan to set up a trap that dates back to medieval times. Gotcha!
I imagine Johnny Young Bosch was actually doing something while he was like recording that line to get that delivery.
I tell you what, I'll let you loose if you promise to help me find food. Is that a deal?
You're not gonna win me over, so why try? What do you take me for?
Man, you're stubborn. You're not anything like the way you are at school.
And why could that possibly be, jackass?
However,
Why don't you let me help you with that?
manual labor is for a royal princess. Don't worry, my method's perfect.
Well, I suppose I could go and search for something like fruit, okay?
Be careful, you.
Throat?
Right.
That was an odd delivery. And she was trying to say fruit, but it came out throat. I'm not the only one who heard that, right?
Enemy battleship has passed us.
You gotta be kidding. A battleship that can hover in midair? That's great.
We can't remain in this area any longer. The risk is too great. We should pull out of here.
Okay.
Steve Bloom knows the score.
At least stay put and look for Zero.
He has a point.
But we can't send out a search party in this situation, even though we're able to hide. Thanks to Rakshata, there's no guarantee Zero and Colin are still alive. One wrong step, and we threaten the very existence of our organization.
What do you mean? It's entirely the other way around. This entire organization is built around Zero.
It's not a group without members. The way you speak, you sound like a typical Britannian to me.
All right. then,
Got a
answer
point there.
this. We have followers of almost every ideology under the sun gathered here. Yet how is it that the whole lot of them can cooperate and work together toward the same goal?
The White Walkers are after them?
Results we get? Tell me, who is it that gets us those results?
I'll be the first to admit that he does. But is he worth the lives of everyone?
At times, the life of a single man is worth more than those of a million. I thought that would be common sense to a soldier.
You dare say that here?
Easy, guys.
Oh, all right. Then I'll tell you. He's very much alive.
We've no time for your wishful thinking.
This is getting kind of like the comments on my own videos here.
Oh, you're an oracle now?
Everyone just talking past each other.
Shut your trap and to get some training on a nightmare, you dumbass!
Dumbass? Oh, really? It's been ages since anyone's dared to refer to me in such a rude manner.
Like Zero's mistress has any right to get uppity with us.
I said you were wrong.
You want to be careful how you use that
Only has
word.
Vulgar ideas.
You've got a lot of nerve talking to your superior like that! Look, this whole conversation's gotten out of hand. Okay, how about this? We hang in a safe zone, an ocean area just out of detection range, where we can wait until the end of tomorrow. How does that sound for a time?
I really am hoping this is leading to her kicking some ass eventually.
Suppose we have no choice.
Because otherwise it's just a big cock tease.
I was forced to talk with that boring little man thanks to your silly prank. You sent Colin to the island? You have very poor taste for being such an imperious observer.
What's wrong? They're quite tasty. I'm sure you'll be able to make your pit
What are they,
bull
like,
tomorrow. Oh, I can't
breadfruits?
get another bite. Boy, am I stuffed.
So is this a glimpse of what you're really like?
Yeah, you want to make something of it?
No, I think it's charming to see you so much livelier than you are at school.
Stop hitting on her.
Colin, leave the Black Knights. It's not too late. A captured terrorist never winds up with a happy ending.
I thought you weren't so bad, and then you showed your true colors. Well, that won't work. I happen to be the captain of Zero's elite guard, and in fact, I fought you in my nightmare.
Were you that red one?
Yeah, and even if I lose my life doing it, I'll beat that nightmare of yours someday.
Using Zero's methods offers no future.
And what about your future then? To just live the life of a conqueror, subjugated lapdog, an honorary Britannian? Or to be the knight of the third prince?
He really does seem to have no plan at all about how joining the army is going to change things.
The world is wrong, and I'm trying to change
So
it. If I
goes, join the army, question mark, profit.
death will have been for nothing. That's my reason for fighting. And I'll do whatever it takes to win.
Colin, the truth is,
killed my father. My father did.
That has nothing to do with anything. Congratulations.
I took his life with this hand.
The stars haven't changed, have they? They were the same back then. Long ago, we all used to gaze up at the stars together. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could live like that again? I'd be so happy then. Can't we go back to that?
Yes, you're right. It would be so good to just go back to how things were. Zero is a lot like my father. He firmly believes that the entire world revolves around him. That's why he's able to justify spilling the blood of so many people.
That's why you accept the way things are now? You call that peace? Some things are more important than your life, you know.
It isn't that I want you to give up.
Yeah, it is.
I just want you to ask yourself, when you gain results the wrong way, what are you left with in the end?
So give up. That's what you're saying.
Dark regret and a deep emptiness that have nowhere to go.
Then explain something. What higher purpose did the death of my brother serve? Who gets to sit in judgment? Who decides whether it's right or wrong?
Well, it was orders, so therefore it's automatically right. Isn't that what your whole theory is?
Yuffie, even for me to survive, even struggling with my shame, I still search for a reason to go on living. I'm a disgrace.
Yeah. It's getting surprisingly self-aware here, but I'm not expecting it to add too much.
On the other island, so it's obvious we should look here.
We'll send a search party out in the morning.
And this must be what you mentioned?
Yes, we uncovered it when the Shinjuku incident occurred.
Yes, I can see why this would have attracted Clovis's interest.
Are you sure you really saw a light?
Yeah, I'm positive. It must be a search party.
It doesn't seem to be that secure.
We'll know how to deal with them.
Deal with them?
A thought elevator, you say? I'm afraid archaeology isn't my strong suit, especially this paranormal stuff. Why, you... Show some respect. As I was saying, this is way outside of my field. I wish you could have asked Cecile about this instead.
Please don't complain so much. My father is infatuated with this as well. Isn't that right, Bartley?
This is getting
Found artifacts similar
kind of
to
like the
these
Earth
in a
End
number of
trilogy.
places around the world, except for this one that I discovered. All the other sites are directly under Imperial.
I imagine no one watching has read that, but
Speculation.
it's worth reading. It's by Gillian
The
Anderson.
real reason we're invading other countries is to obtain these objects. And so, in order to analyze this ancient occult data, you're going to use the Gawain's Druid system, untuned prototype that it is.
That's why we called you in.
Aha!
Please never do that again.
I think it was right around here.
Lelouch, if it is a search party, then will our time be over here?
Yes, it will. I'm such an undependable knight, I couldn't even capture you any food. And besides, that's a job reserved for a real knight. Your knight, Suzaku Kururugi. Mind if I ask you, why choose an honorary Britannian?
Well,
And what are the odds we'll ever find her? We'll ever hear her answer that?
Princess Euphemia!
Don't move! This girl is my prisoner.
Zero.
Just follow my cue. I'll take back my subordinate you have there. We'll exchange prisoners.
Zero! Once again, you...
Get back! You find my actions cowardly? Eliminate terrorists no matter what the sacrifice. Do you intend to follow this rule and let your mistress die?
And there you
In
go.
spite of the fact that your integrity has already been broken?
Leave him alone! Shut up, you royal puppet. You're useless. You can't think for yourself or do anything on your own.
what? I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, that's
I don't
not really
care what
that true.
happens to me. Suzaku, I command you to fight.
Your Highness!
With pleasure!
You hard-headed fool!
This is new.
Oh, not good.
So we're getting more into where the power actually comes from?
Please save yourself.
Because that could be promising.
Major Kururugi. And is that Zero? Don't shoot, you fools! Princess Euphemia is with them! Capture them! Capture them!
Look, Zero, that's a nightmare over there.
Perfect! We'll use that! Let's go!
Right.
Suzaku!
Just slap him for a bit first.
Suzaku, what is it? What's wrong?
This is good. Not only unmanned, but activated too. Form the wall in front of Princess Euphemia! Hurry! What kind of nightmare is this? It's my lucky day.
Is it not the one they already used? Because I kind of have trouble telling them apart.
So that's him? That's Zero?
The Gawain! Stop that woman now! Get that machine back! We cannot allow it to fall into Zero's hands!
Yeah, good luck with that.
Next time.
Sutherlands are blocking our exit.
Hang on tight. I'm going through them.
Huh?
Disappear. Damn. Weapons are incomplete.
The hell was that about?
Reinforcements.
Don't be worried yet. Another system is operational.
We're flying. This nightmare can fly.
Well, hold on. You're just stuck on the outside now.
The Gawain! Our beautiful prize Gawain!
I like this guy.
A test model. Aside from that, I'm thankful you're both all right.
Oh, Schneisel, I've missed you.
Dear Yuffie.
That
I'm
name
sorry
is
it
so
took
weird.
No, it's all right.
Your Highness, shall we keep to the schedule?
Oh, right.
Major Suzaku Kururugi, you're under arrest for violation of military regulations.
What's the meaning of this? Major Kururugi's my knight. You
Well, it's an order, so...
This is something I can take care of later. For now, let them be.
Did something happen?
I've contacted Oki. We'll rendezvous with them out at sea.
Right. And one other thing. The Gorin Mark II?
It was recovered. You may thank Asahina and Chiba for that.
Yes, sir.
Suzaku, forgive me. I never intended to use the power on you, but... Live!
Well, that could lead to some awkwardness.
Shut up! Who cares about them? I have to live!
I have no idea how you got out of the Lancelot. But you blew a golden opportunity to put an end to Zero in order to save your own life, according to this. Are you going to protest this evidence?
Was that... really me?
This is nothing less than insubordination.
Kururugi did that?
Yes, the details are unknown.
Damn it. Just when I thought we had nailed the lid on Ishikawa.
Your Highness,
What now, Guilford?
the enemy has destroyed the Great Kanmon Bridge in Kyushu Block.
What?
They also cut off vehicle access at 4 other points, and large numbers of assault landing craft are moving into the Genkai Sea.
The Chinese Federation? But have they made a declaration of war?
The White Walkers are here.
Craft are bearing the flag of Japan.
Alright, definitely moving forward a lot. The pace has really picked up these last few episodes. And the show still has a grand total of just 3 that are subpar so far. So, out of 19, that is a pretty good record. We meet a fun new character, the fat, uptight general, who I'm hoping we see a lot more of before he gets his inevitable comeuppance. And this should be very awkward for Jackass going into the future, assuming that the Order just stays with him for the rest of the show. I'm hoping it will, because it's hilarious. And that should be all until next time. See you all there.